Blessings and good evening. Tonight we come together again to practice meditation, establish our mind with the mindfulness on the meditation object. One analogy that Venerable Lumpur gave for the practice of mindfulness or mindfulness meditation is that it's as if you are the owner of a house and you have a front foyer, entranceway where visitors come into the house, and we're mindful of whoever comes in and we only put one chair out in that foyer, and we sit on it. So when the visitors come into the house through the front door, they'll look around for a little while, trying to find a place to sit down to make themselves at home. And they won't find that because you're sitting on that one chair in that foyer. So they've got nowhere to sit, so they decide to leave. It's very much like that when we try to establish mindfulness. It's as if we're sitting on the chair. We note and notice the visitors. They come in, they might stay for a while, but then they depart. These visitors are like our mental states or thoughts, feelings that arise during the course of your meditation. They'll come up for a while, or they'll come in for a while. And if you're sitting on that seat, then they've got no choice but to leave. However, if we decide to get up off that seat, or we lose our mindfulness, then before we know it, a visitor is sat on that seat. It's like the mind state or the thought that arises then has a seat to sit on. And they get comfortable and they can sit there for a long time. Meanwhile, we're trying to find ways to encourage the visitor to leave so that you can retake that position on the seat. When we lose our mindfulness and we let our minds get swamped in thoughts, feelings, thoughts about the past, thoughts about the future, then it's as if we've given a seat for them to sit on. So we have to find a way of politely asking them to leave and return back to sit on that seat once again. obviously, the longer we can sit on that seat of mindfulness, the more comfortable you would become. We're as if protecting the house as well. And then the visitors come in briefly, look around, and leave again. So it's a very good analogy to what we're doing this evening. When you notice your mind has been distracted or overthinking or indulging in different thoughts, feelings, emotions, and you remember, I must be not sitting on that seat right now. A visitor has taken over. So we remind ourselves to come back to that seat. As we do this, we notice the impermanence of our minds, the mind states, thoughts about the past. In the beginning of a meditation, you might be thinking about what's happened during your day. Then by the middle of the meditation, you may have even forgotten what you were thinking about in the start of the meditation. So we notice that these visitors are very impermanent. We give those visitors great importance, or we have done in the past, and we let them run rampant in our minds. So we try and know them as just impermanent visitors coming in and leaving again. So for the next period of meditation, we can practice quietly together until the sound of the bell.